Welcome back to Boys on Film. In case you are new to this feature that we do on this YouTube channel, Raj is here.
Hey Phil.
From EQ Music.
Hey Phil.
Or EQmusicblog.com. I should give you the full website.
It's just EQ Music.
Yeah.
They'll figure it out.
We do regular TV and movie reviews. The last one, if you haven't checked it out, is The Shape of Water, which is the Guillermo del Toro movie. I have to say that really carefully because it's quite difficult to say.
It's a mouthful,
yeah,
that
it
one.
Is. Today we're talking about a film that we saw just recently, which was the Wonder movie, which was actually previewed the screening that we went to on World Kindness Day.
My name is August Pullman. Next week, I start 5th grade. And since I've never been to real school before, I'm pretty much totally petrified.
I'll see you later.
Yeah, the woman who introduced it said it was World Kindness Day. I was like, oh, really? That's nice. It seemed very appropriate, though.
Yeah, I never knew such a thing existed, and I think it's a great idea because it's a positive, a message that you should think about, I think. You need to...
Well, the world right now does need a lot more kindness in it.
Absolutely, needs a lot of work. So this is a drama starring Julia Roberts and Owen Wilson. I have to say, right from the start, is that Owen Wilson is an actor who, I'm sure he's very nice as a person, and I've never really loved as an actor.
He does kind of play those everyman sort of roles, which, not very important or integral to the plot, but... Yeah. He's just kind of there, really. He
is just kind of there, yeah. But I like the fact that he isn't so in your face. His previous characters that he's played on screen have been quite annoying, quite irritating. He's not in this movie. I quite like that.
Yeah, he brought the lightheartedness to the film, which...
He did.
Not that it's too heavy or anything.
No.
But, you're dealing with some very serious issues of body dysmorphia and public perception.
And bullying.
Yeah, and bullying and... he definitely played that good dad sort of role.
So it's directed by Stephen Chbosky, who directed The Perks of Being a Wallflower. I've not actually seen that movie.
Oh, really?
Have you seen that film?
I have, yeah. It's surprisingly, because it differs quite in contrast to The Perks of Being a Wallflower. So The Perks of Being a Wallflower, to me, felt a little bit more somber, and, it's about kids and who are a bit disgruntled with life and have very adult opinions about things.
Yeah.
Wonder is a complete opposite spin on that.
So it's a story about Auggie, August Pullman, who I didn't actually realise is the guy that played the child in Room.
Oh, really?
Because obviously he's got the prosthetics on.
Yeah. I guess a little bit about the plot of the film is that we have this character Auggie who has this very rare disease which really messes up his face. He's had many plastic surgeries over the years, and his sort of face is the best that they can get it. Obviously traumatizing for a young child, and his family who are raising him have a lot on their plates with, helping him feel like a normal kid. And really the story evolves about him going to the 5th grade for the first time, dealing with kids his own age, and sort of overcoming his issues of having a serious medical problem.
Yeah.
But it's a very inspirational story.
And a story that's not just about him, it's about the other people in his family and his friends that are along with him on the journey without sounding too cliched. It is a story about other people as much as him.
Absolutely. There's the sister and his new friends that he makes at school. It's very interesting to me that they created chapters in the story about those specific characters because it helped you understand the main character even that much more.
Look at his face. I've never seen anything that ugly in my life.
If I looked like him, I'd swear I'd put a hood over my face.
I know you don't always like it, but I love it. It's my son's face.
You are not ugly, Auggie.
You just have to say that because you're my mom.
Because I'm your mom, it counts the most, because I know you the most.
Did you think the performances were good? Because Julia Roberts, I thought she was great as the mother. I thought she was perfectly cast because she showed the human touch, but she also showed a mother who was struggling a little bit with kind of wanting to remain positive and wanting him to be...
She definitely was the overprotective mother. Yeah. Like, he breathed funny and she would have been all over it. Yeah. But to be quite honest, I would never go out of my way to see a Julia Roberts movie. She's not my favorite actress in the world. Perfectly fine.
For what reason?
Just, not been much of a fan. I mean, she's a great actress.
Erin Brockovich, now you're talking, though.
Yeah, she's a great
amazing.
I actually thought Erin Brockovich when I was saying that.
Yeah.
I mean, she is a fantastic actress, but not one that, I must go see. But I thought she played this role quite well. I was really pleased with, how she did play that overprotective mother, because in other roles, she's a bit more confident.
Yeah.
And in this role, she's really, less confident, but will do everything in her power to protect her son.
So it's Jacob Tremblay who plays Auggie. I just didn't realise it was the same actor as the actor in Room. But he's a great actor. And he really showed his sensitivities as well. His little moments where he's walking off, because he spends a lot of time on his own before he gets to meet the friends at school, this new school that he goes to, because up until that point he's not at school. So it's a new venture and a new challenge for him. But I think he still, wants to meet friends. He's not like completely on his own.
I think a big core plot of the movie is he is in a world of his own. He lives in Xbox and Minecraft world, and it's about him actually having to integrate into society without wearing that astronaut helmet that he uses a blanket to cover up his feelings and his face, and just him sort of overcoming that. Having said that, though, I wasn't much of a fan of Julia Roberts, but the children actors in this film are phenomenal.
They are fantastic.
They're perfectly cast. I was just in awe watching these kids. Kids nowadays really know a lot more about the world than we think, than what we knew about the world at that age. And, this isn't a Dawson's Creek scenario where they're talking in words that nobody understands, but, these kids really captured a spirit that you don't see too often in young Hollywood.
I would agree, because you see that in It, you see it in Stranger Things.
Yeah.
You see children that are very adult. And I don't know whether it's an American thing, because I think American children are naturally, more grown up than anywhere else, I think. Particularly in the UK, I don't think children are as grown up. Maybe they are more so now than they used to be. But I think you particularly see it in American movies, that children are very adult and very intelligent.
Yeah.
Maybe it's a nod to the director, though, Stephen Chbosky, because I think he obviously is respecting children.
Yeah, and you have some in Perks of Being a Wallflower, you have some very intelligent conversation as well. So actually, now that we're talking about it, I can sort of see those comparisons coming into the movie there.
Yeah. You could do a movie that was overly sentimental with the subject matter. I think you could maybe push it a little bit too far, but I think he gave it space.
It is one of those movies that will probably invoke a few feelings of tears.
I did cry a few times. I think you did too, did you? No.
No, Phil. No, absolutely not. No way.
So I found it very moving. I thought the performances were great. And it has a nice Christmassy feel, so if you're going to see a movie before Christmas, obviously it will put you in the mood.
Yeah,
has that wintry feel.
Let's be honest too, a film like Wonder probably isn't something that you and I would actively go out and see, but I was quite intrigued with it and I enjoyed it, so a bit of a surprise.
Yeah.
I wouldn't have gone out of my way to see a movie like this, but I was quite happy that I did in the end.
There's a lot of pizza in the movie too. Did you notice? I was so hungry because I hadn't eaten before the screening, so when they're actually...
Maybe that's why, because when I got back from the screening I was ravenous. Subliminal messages in that one.
That gets a big thumbs up for me alone. Lots of pizza. So yeah, I thought it was great. I enjoyed it. I think it had a nice message, and I think it's the perfect film to see at Christmas, because I think it makes you think about how kind you are to other people, because I whinge and moan about people all the time, especially in London, living here. Yeah, it made me think about it afterwards, made me think about, how nice am I to other people, how kind am I to other people.
Well, I guess the overall message is, on a film that we saw on World Kindness Day, is be more kind to one another.
Exactly.